going on, Jerome's? It is indeed a beautiful, gorgeous Monday as the low-energy Detroit Lions got exposed as frauds against the Buffalo Bills. And I know what you're going to say 48-42 is not being exposed as frauds. Well, if you take out the garbage time touchdown and you take away the fact that the Bills punted like once, certainly does factor in. Oh, but what about Sonic and Knuckles and Jared Goff? Jared Goff threw for 494 yards and 5 touchdowns. It's the most empty, hollow box score in NFL history. It's just, he's inert. He is irrelevant. He has ceased. No, it's just like, so the Lions can get got. Yeah, they've had myriad of injuries on defense. It sounds like cornerback Carlton Davis, as well as our guy, defensive tackle, the real deal with Lee McNeil, going to be out for the rest of the season. And it just sort of is what it is. Like, attrition happens, injuries happens, and the Lions literally do not have a defense. And the offense, they can put up points, but can they go round for round with an offense that can cook, especially against their broke-ass defense? Don't know. But the Vikings do have a pathway to the 1 seed. Now, it's kind of funny because we're like the opposite of the chest thumpers. We are the 1 week at a time, 1 day at a time type fan. We sort of got called out when we did our video about the Lions being frauds. But that's what it comes down to. If the Vikings keep winning, if they win out the rest of the way, they will indeed be NFC North champions, and also that they would have the 1 seed. Now, this isn't cinched up, because the Eagles could also potentially win out, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So first off, winning the North. So the Vikings take care of business tonight against the crooked Chicago Bears, winter whiteout, take care of things at home. Beat Seattle on the road, which Green Bay's having their way right now. Then you beat the Packers' ass after Christmas at home, and then go out week 18, put up 50 on the Lions, and win like 50-40. I don't know, so something like that. So the Vikings, if they do indeed win out, they will win the North. So let's go through these games. So the Vikings obviously win week 15, week 16. Got the Vikings over Seattle. Here's the great thing. The Lions could win out the rest of the way aside from week 18, and we still got their ass. And also, we're just going to have the Eagles win out as well. So at Washington, that's not a gimme. I mean, Washington's revved up, ready to go, man. Vikings beat the Packers' ass. Say the Eagles beat the Cowboys, naturally. Then the Lions beat the stupid-ass, disappointing 49ers, week 18. Week 17. Week 18, the Vikings beat the Lions, and we'll say that the Eagles beat the G-Men, which is likely. So 15-2, 1 seed. 15-2, 2 seed in Philly. 14-3, Lions got the 5 seed. And we didn't simulate the rest of the games, but they would be on the road. And I actually think that this is going to happen because guess what? No matter what the Lions do the rest of the way, I mean, the Lions could lose at Chicago, which would be great. They could lose at San Francisco, which could also be great. But even if they win both those games, it doesn't matter if the Vikings win out. We're back, baby. We are so back. And also, hey, guess what? If the Lions slip up a time or two, whether against the Bears or the 49ers, I mean, it could be irrelevant what happens week 18 because the Vikings could be 2 full games clear, which would be glorious. Absolutely glorious. But I'm predicting now, like the Lions will be 14-3, 5 seed, bow out in the first round because their defense cannot stop anyone. And, hey, as long as the Lions get to play the Jaguars and the Titans in the playoffs, they'll be good to go, but not so much. And I don't think the help is coming. Now, with the Eagles, Vikings and Eagles both would be 15-2. They would have identical conference record. They would also have the same record in common games. Now, yesterday we spoke about, the Falcons, hey, because they beat the Eagles, but also I remember that the Eagles beat the crap out of the Rams. So that's great for us. And it will come down to strength of victory. Now, strength of victory, it's kind of tough because it is dependent on other games. And I don't think that there's a scenario where the Vikings wins, like those teams just lose out the rest of the way, or the Eagles wins, or they win out the rest of the way to shift the strength of victory. But something to keep in mind. So first, a 1 seed tiebreakers, NFC North champ wins tiebreak over Philadelphia based on strength of victory. And the Eagles, we played a fistful of common games. The Packers, they beat in Brazil. They beat the G-Men. Well, likely the G-Men twice. How great would be the Giants one time if Tommy DeVito gets back from concussion? And then the Rams, Falcons, Jaguars. So whatever there. But basically, Vikings right now, they have this golden opportunity, and it doesn't matter what happens the rest of the way if the Vikings don't keep on winning, right? So that is the task for the Vikings, because it's nice that the Lions got exposed as frauds and got knocked down a peg or two, but it doesn't matter if the Vikings don't take care of their own business. So win out, you have the NFC North, and also you likely have the 1 seed, and that's the pathway. So can we extend this 6-game winning streak to 7 tonight, 8 in Seattle, 9 against the Packers, and 10 against the Lions? Yes. And then guess what? Win 3 more games, and you hoist that Jerome Lombardi one time. Not bad for a rebuilding season with Sam Darnold, a.k.a. Ginger Jesus, as your quarterback. I love it, man. I love it. But like we said, one day, one game at a time, beat the Bears' ass. Have there be no doubt who the better team is tonight. Don't take them lightly. Just offense, march down, put the ball in the end zone. Ideally, don't fumble on the 1-yard line. That'd be kind of good. Defense, get after Caleb Williams' ass. When you get to him, put him on the ground and get those turnovers, and let's have a party. A party, national television, winter whiteout, walking around in winter whiteout, and then move to 12-2. What'd it do? Right, man. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings are back, and they have a clear path to the NFC North title as well as the 1 seed. Just win, baby. Just win. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys know what to do. Skull production value.